What is up, bros and broettes? I'm Inkslasher, and today we are going to be talking about Zombie Chronicles, specifically 5 Easter eggs that are in the new Zombie Chronicles maps that weren't in the originals. So they weren't in World at War, weren't in Black Ops 1, however, when the new Zombie Chronicles maps came out, they are now in the map. So if you follow my channel, you know we generally speaking just talk about multiplayer, whether that be weapon statistics, whether that be Easter eggs in multiplayer. However, what you may not know is that I have played Call of Duty for a very long time. I started it in Call of Duty World at War, and World at War was the first Call of Duty game to actually have zombies in it. So for Zombie Chronicles to come out, it's a pretty big thing for me because it brings me back to that age where I was first playing Call of Duty, and it brings back so many great memories. Now, speaking of Call of Duty World at War, the first Easter egg we're going to look at that wasn't originally in the game is on Verrückt. And this map, if you go to the second story and go to this room back here, you're going to see a light flashing. And you may notice that in the light, there's a silhouette of a person. Now, if you get up close and personal with the light, you may notice that there's a doll on there. But it's not just any doll. This doll is of Richtofen. Now, it is hard to get a good look at the doll since the light is flashing, and really you can't even get a good angle on the doll. Even if you go into theater mode, you still can't fully see the face. But if you go off to the one side, you can definitely see 100% that it's a 1.0 Richtofen. And this originally was not in the map. This is something new to Zombie Chronicles. And the interesting thing is, if you look around the room that this actually takes place in, there's scribbles all over the wall relating to zombies and the whole overarching storyline. The next Easter egg we're going to look at is on Ascension, and this is probably the Easter egg on this list that you probably know the most about. Reason being, this Easter egg was actually shown in the trailer for Zombie Chronicles. So if you go down to this area here by where the Pack-a-Punch kind of is and look off into the distance, you can see a building with a window. Now in that window is where the Shadow Man is. The interesting thing about this is every single round he moves a little bit, going from left to right, right to left, and you can see him in various positions. Sometimes, like the image you're looking at right here, you can just barely see his shoulders. And other times, like later in the game, you can see him front and center right in the middle of the window. And other times he's off to the right, left. The interesting thing about this is, as of right now, we don't really know why he's there. So the theory I've heard that revolves around this is not that this is part of an overarching Easter egg, more that it's just an aesthetic, but the aesthetic is telling you that the Shadow Man is always watching. No matter what timeline you're on, no matter what map you're on, the Shadow Man is always observing what's going on. However, if you have a different theory, feel free to let me know down in the comments below. I'm really interested to hear what you guys have to say about this one, whether you think it's more of part of an overarching Easter egg or you have a different theory altogether. The next Easter egg we're going to look at takes place on Shangri-La, and this one's an interesting one because I don't totally know what this one means. Now, this Easter egg's an auditory Easter egg, so make sure you have your volume up during this part. So basically what this is when you go on the minecart in Shangri-La, it plays a very specific sound in the background, and you have to listen very carefully to it, but it turns out this is actually not the first time that this sound has been in zombies. So the footage you're watching here is on Kino der Toten, and the thing he does here is he no-clips out of the map and goes to Samantha's room, which is an area outside of the normal playable area on Kino der Toten. But once he's in the room, you can hear this kind of music or sound of children playing in the background. Now, if we hop into Shangri-La and listen very carefully to the noise going on in the background of the minecart, we can hear the exact same thing.
Worst ride ever!
Now, another interesting part of this is if you go down the minecart, sometimes some of the characters actually point out the noises going on in the background.
What is that singing? Nikki, is that you?
Now, personally, I have no idea what this means, whether it's part of the overall storyline or just something cool that they added into the map, but feel free to let me know if you have any ideas down in the comments below. So the final 2 Easter eggs that are new to Zombie Chronicles are both on Moon, and the first one is a space dog Easter egg. Now, if you don't know the history of the space dog, basically when Moon originally came out, someone came out and said there's a space dog on this map. It's super hidden, super hard to find, and everyone started searching for it and no one could find it. Then, at a Call of Duty event, I believe it was Call of Duty XP, Jason Blondell said this.
In the next map that you receive, I will get you a space dog representation of it.
Now, on the new Moon, if you go to the labs and look off to the one side of the labs, you can see 2 dog dishes. Now, there is food in the dog dishes, but more importantly, embroidered on the side, you can see SD with a picture of a space dog. Now, this isn't the dog itself, but this just kind of confirms that maybe there is such thing as the space dog. And the final new Easter egg we're going to talk about is once again on Moon. And this is, in my opinion, the biggest Easter egg out of any of them we're going to talk about today, because this relates Moon to Der Eisendrache. Now, basically what this is 3 separate newspapers. The first of which says, Huge Parade in London. The second says, Reports of Zombie Attacks in London, Officials Confirm. And the final newspaper says, Zombie Attacks in the Heart of London. Now, the implication of this is interesting because this kind of shows that this Moon map may be set on a different timeline than Der Eisendrache and the original Moon. Now, the reason why I say that is because in the Der Eisendrache Easter egg, you actually blow up the Moon, meaning these newspapers couldn't be on the Moon at the same time as Der Eisendrache happens after it's already been exploded. But what this actually means for the zombies timeline, I'm not 100% sure, but that's something you can let me know down in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of all of the Easter eggs I told you about today, and feel free to let me know which Easter eggs you did know, which ones you didn't know. I'll be reading all of the comments for sure. Also, if you want to see more zombies videos like this, just let me know down in the comments and leave a like rating. The more likes this video gets, the more likely I am to upload more zombies videos. Like I said, I mainly do multiplayer stuff on here, but I really enjoy playing the new zombies map, so if you guys want to see more videos like this one, the way to show me is by hitting that like button. Also, before the video ends, I just wanted to say thanks to the Lucario project. He always helps me out with the 5 Things videos. He's a great help, and actually over on his channel, he uploads a behind the scenes of the 5 Things videos, which is basically a live stream of us going for the footage for these videos. And if you want to check that out, check out his channel. The first link down in the descriptions to that, and just go over there, tell him I sent you, tell him thanks for helping me with these videos. But if you're new to the channel and like what you see, the best way to stay up to date on my videos is by hitting that subscribe button, as I upload new Call of Duty videos every single day of the week. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time guys, peace out.